Once again, I am back for the second time today with Horizon Forbidden West. Let's go. No, not new game, you idiot. Continue. Go. What's that? Oh yeah, right. What I was about to say with that achievement last game. The fact that it loads you itself. Pigs. It's got more textures now. What I was gonna say was, okay, sorry, I keep getting distracted. Alright. The achievement, Journey to the Dawn, or something like that. Let me see. Reach the Dawn. PlayStation said that every person that makes it to this achievement, which is like an hour in, they'll plant a tree to basically reforest forest or whatever. So yeah, I do encourage people to play this game. Of course, I would have done that without the planting the trees. Okay, I hit him just because I didn't know there would be materials inside.
Looks like a lens one. Scary ramblers.
Interesting. A fire lance horn. A machine that allows natural materials and creating fire fields. Horns can collapse shut with great force and shoot fire tanks over long distances. Okay.
Come on, come on!
can't kill him in one hit. It's good to know. I wonder how far you can fall.
Machines and cauldrons before. I wonder if there are any out here.
They really don't approach you that much this time around, huh? No whistling? Oh, great. Damn. So it's multiple variants of each type of machine. Oh no, it's just one Fire Lance on Fangorn. Interesting. They're like weasels. Uh-oh. Like the shape and stuff. out too horribly.
This will be my stash.
Pipe resist. Guys are also not one-shotable. Yes, you are. Ooh.
Smoke. I wonder where it's coming from.
Koya is now available. The inventory is already unavailable. Unlock Koya slots in your weapons by upgrading them each. Koya loot or purchase Imperial weapons and forms. Okay. I don't know what you do with them though. You could took the whole horn? Excuse me. So how do I upgrade an individual weapon? I don't. Because it's locked.
Miners. Looks like they're in some kind of trouble. Rigging that power cell could help.
I knew this was a shoddy operation from the start.
I knew we were blasting too fast!
I think that's the foreman. I should check in with him.
You good?
I'm okay. Thank you, Corvin.
Corvin?
Not now.
Easy. What happened?
Explosion in the mine. Water flooded the whole place. Some of my guys are still... They're still down there. I can't stop.
You've done enough. Are you hurt?
I'll live. The others. Please.
I need to know exactly what happened.
We used controlled blast to open up new veins in the mountain. One of them must have gone wrong. I have to go.
How many are still down there? Corvin, how many?
Two. Two, I think. Two more.
I'll do what I can.
If they're gonna have fully animated side quests this whole time, that's a big, definite big up from last time.
Gotta find those two miners, quick.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
The miners. One of them doesn't look too good.
Water isn't going anywhere. You need to leave, Thornton. Not without you.
Are you okay?
Who are you?
Corvin sent me. Are you hurt?
My leg. I was a little too close to the blast.
What happened?
We were blasting in the farthest tunnel, but the scaffolding didn't hold. It collapsed. I think it blocked the drainage shaft. Water started flooding the place as quick as I drink ale. I barely managed to drag us here.
So something's keeping the water inside the tunnels.
What are you thinking?
I've got an idea. Are there more explosives?
Are you crazy?
Yeah, should still be some up top, but you'll need these fuses.
Are you crazy?
You can't move.
This
And I'm
nigga.
not leaving. It's not like she can make things worse.
Don't go anywhere.
But you need these
I
fuses.
need to find
My
whatever's
boy was
blocking that
excited.
drainage shaft and blow it sky high. Hopefully without bringing the mine.
I need to get used to this new swing mechanic.
Made it. There's the debris blocking the shaft. If I can reach those explosives up on that track, maybe I can blast through the blockage.
Come on.
Burrows. Maybe I can find a path unnoticed. Cauldrons could teach me how to override these machines. But where would they be?
Interesting mushroom.
I should follow those tracks. See if they lead to the explosives.
Oh, these are the mushrooms they were talking about that help you with stealth.
I need to find a way up to those explosives.
Yeah, Aloy, shut the fuck up. You speak so damn much this time. Like, dang, bruh.
Let's see where this leads. There's the explosives, up on the track. Just need to get across somehow.
Push that quick, girl. Girl, it's crazy.
I did the trick. Oh, guess that got its attention. I need ammo first.
Ouch, Jesus. How do you avoid that?
Guess that got its attention. Let's go check on those miners.
They'll be fine. That great over there, right?
I need more of this ammo.
She's so dead.
We don't know that.
Looks like everyone's okay.
I can't believe we're not gonna die!
You're telling me.
Gave me the explosives.
You did it.
I thought you blew yourself up.
Are you two okay from here?
I can get this idiot down. Don't you worry. Thanks, kid.
Better let Corbin know his men are all right.
No good. Need ammo.
I heard him say up we go. Is he helping him over there? Nope. Let's see.
Come on. Up we go. Just give me...
Oh, it came from this one.
I found the two you mentioned. They're safe, but could probably use a hand. Is that everyone?
It is. I dread to think what would have happened if you hadn't shown up. I knew we were blasting too much, but the man who staked the claim here, Ulvund, he kept pushing and pushing me. I tried to shield my crew from his constant demands every damn day. I should have been stronger.
You were there for your crew when they needed you. That counts for something.
Ulvund can threaten me all he wants. I am not letting my people back into those mines.
Will you be all right?
Yes. I can take it from here. You are owed, Huntress.
Ulvund's name keeps coming up. And it's never good. Sooner or later, someone's gonna have to deal with him.
Thank you, Huntress. I'll see the last two make it out.
They gave me 2 skill points for that? Activate a cloaking device on the Stalker technology. On Stalker technology, it decreases visibility to enemies. Hold square to equip. Okay. Oh. Still got points. Yes, please. Stage extreme power or ability that can instantly turn tighter fight, put up your stage bar and unleash his ultimate power and call it the type of gameplay when it's in this. Activate the ball stage to open up the wheel and tap an R1. Cool. So not enough points to do it right now. You get over there, bud? You okay? That's a trick. I like that blue glare that pops up when it shows like a robot is in your area or looking in your direction.
There's an old watchtower at the top of that cliff. Looks like the path up broke a long time ago. I'm gonna have to climb. Oh. I'll give up the hunt soon enough.
It's actually like really cool to look at because she's actually rock climbing rather than just being them yellow platforms that they usually are. Grabbing on little individual cracks and crevices to make our way up. I could have jumped that.
There we go.
And of course there is the occasional yellow thing, but I can get mad at that. It's a little janky, but hey. Don't jump off.
Some kind of device. The metal reflects the sun. To send a signal? Looks like some kind of lens. Guess I'll keep it for later.
Lens of Dawn. I'm not even in the place anymore. Oh, I should get this shelter. Roll burn like a mug.
Didn't stick the landing.
Okay, so there seems to be fall damage, but much less than there was before. Cause goddamn, if that wasn't a long fall.
What, me?
You gotta be like that. You gotta be like that. Okay. Glad to be done with him. Get from up there, Aloy. A workbench, nice. What do I need for this? A fanghorn antler? Come on. Hello, Watcher. Oh, so as you upgrade it, you get access to more arrows. Okay. So that's the damage.
Found a cauldron to learn how to override machines.
Weak versus tree, strong versus fire. Oh yeah, very weak. Get your aim up. Get your aim up.
Feeling better.
Give me that. Thank you. Oh yeah. Come on, give me your goods. Oh, you threw a rocket? Oh, didn't I die? Do I keep the fire horn? I assume not. I don't even keep my upgrades. That did those afterwards. Okay, hiccups, calm down. So, fang horn antlers. But I should probably upgrade this first. Burrow or sound chill. Alright. Oh, this is the resting feature. Okay. What's this? This is stash. We find it every 7 minutes with you got back, carry pass ever since you get stash and you achieve them. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like this a lot. Do I have anything in it right now? Hey! I got this IRL. A wood carving that resembles an Apex claw strider using the game of Machine Strike. This is a... Oh! They use for games? It's a medium-sized melee-type strike beast that has a medium cost to use in battle. It can move a short distance, has average attack power, a short attack range, and average health. Possesses the Retaliate skill. Retaliate rotates towards its attacker and inflicts 1 damage if it's in range. I have the Regalo edition, so this is something that I own in real life. Whoa. It's better what I got on. Can't stop the rain. Oh, wait, so there's an actual game featuring those pieces then? There's a dawn. A dome-shaped piece of glass that reflects light recovered from Carja Center in the northeast and the end of the dawn. What do I... Okay, outfits. So Nora anointed. Carja Behemoth Elite. Tough armor, custom plating, favoring melee combat. Much like the behemoth that inspired it, it signifies power and durability. That does not sound like Carja. But it looks like Carja, so it makes sense. Nora Thunder Elite, crafted for the plates of a Thunderjaw. Okay, now that sounds tough. This offers an extra layer of protection when the going gets tough. Attributed with lovely guardian and mentor designed to help and fulfill his final commandment, survive. Oh, this is Ross's fit. Wow. Wow. I think I might wear this for a time. A squirrel. That's new. Jay? What the fuck's a Jay?
Always good to have extra.
I got Blue Jay. Where did I kill you at? is here. Rocks at me, bully.
Keep this for a cook.
Green shine silver. Thank you. Stop giving me tutorials that block my screen. Thank you. to be a area I could probably explore later on. What's this? Okay, so you can scan every time, man.
Quiet breaths now.
Wait, did I miss something? So I gotta go under the water. I wanna risk it. Oh no, you lose some more oxygen as you use.
Refreshing, I guess.
Sourpuss Aloy. Okay, so there are good cool things around. I just gotta go around and explore.
I think I can climb up this cliff. I wonder if there's anything interesting at the top.
Me too, Aloy. Me too. What's this over here? Ledger blue. Bloom? Okay. I don't want it for all time. The wiggly tree. Bush, whatever. Nah, do a long jump. Okay. You can stop now. I appreciate it disappeared. Okay, good.
An old Karja watchtower. I wonder what's inside.
Starting to wonder what these little light things are about. mission, Aloy, but you can go up. You can go up, Aloy. Is there a problem here? Why you gonna go up? Okay. It's getting too easy to do that. I need to stop.
I'll save this for a dyer. Okay, almost there. Made it. And there's another one of those devices. A lens. Guess I'll figure out what to do with it later. I can almost see the entire thing.
Dang it. That would have been nice of you to slow down. This is nice of you. I'm guessing this is another one. Look at that hair.
Must be chain scrape. Jaruf said I could get my bow upgraded in there. I'll be able to tinker with my other gear too. Stash this away for later.
Okay, let me...
It's a dead machine. It must be a bristleback. Maybe Erend took it down? Ground soaked with acid. Did the Bristlebacks do this?
So I'm still not even, after Forbidden West, I guess. I'm still in Meridian. Or maybe the Claim. Actually, looking at the structure, this is
Olin
almost
can't
likely
just
the
ignore
Claim.
us like this, can he? We almost died because of it.
Have you seen us? What are we supposed to do? Have Arnold throw his crutch at him?
Eyes up here, sister!
Outlander approaching.
Is that the savior?
Wanna come in, Savior? Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Dwarf service.
Good enough for me.
By the Forge.
Petra!
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The Bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him,
Yeah.
but he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flamehair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
Petra, you know I could never say
Well,
no to that sweet ass.
Sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
I've already upgraded my bow. Hey, Aloy. First things first is going to the brewery.
Oh, hi!
Adam!
This place is nice.
Hey, Ray. Fancy a game of strike?
You say to me, bitch?
Aloy, change your mind about that brew?
Yes, ma'am.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the Bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt. Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies. Ulvund was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvund?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Ulvund has taken to blaming the Carja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Carja for anything.
Damn Carja slavers.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
So about Ulvund.
Around here, everything's about Ulvund.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Carja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Ulvund?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Carja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Carja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvund has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an Elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Okay. So this is not Meridian.
Well,
Alright, this is
I have to be
not
going.
the claim. This is Meridian.
Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original, straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Machine Strike is a two-player strategy game played by tribes of the Forbidden West. Each player owns different boards and favors a particular set of Each player owns different boards? You gotta play on different boards? Defeat them all and become an ultimate strike master of the West. Whenever an opponent machine is destroyed, whether by your hand or theirs, the value is added to the pool of victory points. Acquire 7 victory points before your opponent or destroy all their machines claim victory. There's so much to read, and I don't want to. I'm gonna just play for now. Maybe she'll explain it.
Let's start off simple. The Tanakhs like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Right. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward.
What if I use the one to my left? I'll kick up.
And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough to attack one of my machines. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine.
Okay.
Did you get all that?
Yeah. Simple.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab... See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn, then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it.
Okay.
Same as in the wilds. Machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there, and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those, and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes, that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean.
I really don't want to.
Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner!
Okay.
That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or 2.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn the game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. You know, I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Yeah, let's get it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Yeah, say yeah! Aw.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet.
You're right.
How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machine. Now, combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want to show you.
Knock it back into other pieces.
All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left.
I really don't want to.
See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering from me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play. Here for more tips?
Yep.
Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner-type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces. Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram-type machine. Attack an enemy with it, and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash-type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, just let me know. Here we go. Time to get serious. That's it for me. Just one piece left. That sure dampens the forge. Okay, let's see. Knocked right off the board. You got me, fair and square. This is gonna be fun. I'm up. Your move, Red. Seriously? My turn. Well, that's done now. time to make my move. You're up, Red. That was brutal. Ah, off the board it goes. Oh, that was the perfect spot. One less piece on the board. You got me down to one piece. I am impressed. I'm up. Board's all yours. I like that piece where it was. Oh, I thought I had that one. Let's play. My turn. Your turn. I was hoping you wouldn't do that. Fearless. Time to get serious. That's it for me. One less piece on the board. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. Time to make my move. Your move, Red. That was brutal. Knocked right off the board. Well, that's done now. Off the board it goes. I'm up. You're up, Red. That's the game. You up for a rematch?
I'm so stupid. Alright. Yeah, I want to try this again. Most definitely.
Let's do this.
I made some dumb choices there. Be better this time, though.
Time to get serious. Your turn. Time to make my move. Your turn. Knocked right off the board. My turn. Board's all yours. That was a surprise. Ah, off the board it goes. Okay, let's see. One less piece on the board. Your move, Red. Ah, not that easy to get through my machine's armor, is it? Okay, let's see.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it for me.
Wow.
Hey! Oh, that was the perfect spot. Well, that's done now. Guess luck's not on your side today, Red.
Damn it. Another.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Time to get serious. You're up, Red. Time to make my move. Board's all yours. That was brutal. My turn. You're up, Red. Knocked right off the board. him up. Ah, off the board he goes.
Okay, that was a dumb move
Your
on my
turn.
part.
That was brutal. Okay, let's see. One less piece on the board. Well, that's done now. My turn. That's it for me. Time to make my move. Your move, Red. Ah, looks like I lost. This is gonna be fun. You're up, Red. Time to get serious. That's it for me. I'm up. Sometimes I surprise even myself. Your turn. Well, that's done now. Time to make my move. Board's all yours. Time to get serious. That was brutal. Oh, I won! Probably shouldn't sound so surprised, huh?
Okay, bruh. I could just press triangle to retry.
Let's do this! Your move, Red. I'm up. Your turn. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. Off the board it goes. My turn. You have to admit, that was impressive. Knocked right off the board. One less piece on the board. Okay, let's see. Well, that's done now. I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want. Good luck.
She gonna piss me off. I feel like I'm stupid. And then people that watch this in the future are gonna be hella mad at me.
I'm up.
It's obvious that I'm not getting something.
You're up, Red. My turn. Ah, off the board it goes. Your move, Red. One less piece on the board. Time to make my move. That's it for me. That was brutal. Taking a risk, huh? Knocked it right off the board. Board's all yours. That was brutal. Time to get serious. Your turn. One less piece on the board. Well, spark my forge. You have beaten me on every one of my boards. Now that deserves a prize, I said.
I'm goated. Let's go. Absolute garbage. Took me way too long to beat.
I'll see you later, Aloy.
Can I share another drink with you?
Come for another round?
Yes, ma'am.
I have to go.
And you, Flame Hair. Don't be a stranger.
Does your hair purple? Or that's just the way it glows in the light. Cause darling, you listen.
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Why are you
Not
touching
again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Olvin didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
He tried to feed you niggas.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they like my food. More than ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
You can cook it off
For the
my
ingredients.
I'm
a
hot
few
as
pieces
fuck.
of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
I'll come back, he gonna be killed.
Already
Just
got
because you said that, Aloy.
Just need to grab a metal panel from the scrounger pile.
That place is nice. I like it in there.
Never fear, my lady. You have found me. Salutations to you and your lovely sister. I'll have you know
Sister?
I am the smartest man.
Why else would one leave the glorious names? We are on the same side here, Ulva. The Bristlebacks threaten us all.
Oh, drop the act. We all know it was the Carja who let the Bristlebacks into the valley, sent them straight through the gates of Barren Light.
That is preposterous. Why would we let dangerous machines into our own land?
You mean the land that honest Osram laborers work tirelessly with no say in its governance? The land that, should you sign the decree...
Oh, you and that damned concession decree.
...would be managed by the people who actually live and work on it.
What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the Bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the Savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble? Ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Oseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Oseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Oseram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Oseram.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Oseram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Savior! Over here! Savior, thank you for taking the time. And my condolences that you had to endure Ulvund's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Carja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the Bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Carja for the Bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Carja for the Bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Carja loosed the Bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And with the Bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Well, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the Bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Carja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
It's after me!
That bristleback's gonna run him down. Get to safety! Get inside until it's safe. Looks like some sort of quarry.
Hey girl, stay back. It's too dangerous.
Stuff for the stash.
You picked the wrong day for sightseeing. Ain't safe in there. Machines will kill you.
And it's full of bristlebacks. Incoming.
The machine needs is tested to get resources broke. Enough scrap and set on fire. Use it.
There. Corey's safe. Dead bristleback by the falls. Yeah, check it out. Looks like it died on impact. Maybe it charged off the cliff up there. I better keep following the trail up. Pack's full, but my stash has room. Another dead bristleback? A gemstone. It's green like glaze, but it's hard and shiny. I wonder if merchants would be interested. Might have charged off the cliff above. I should keep going up the trail. An old mine. And a lot of broken trees. It's like a stampede went through. Is this where the bristlebacks came from? But how? Unless this cave leads out of the Daunt. The old cart tracks collapsed. It looks recent. Guess I'm not going that way. There's smoke from deeper in the mine. An explosion? Bristlebacks. So they did come through here. They must have gotten trapped. I'm gonna have to take them out before I can look around. Better take a look at where the smoke's coming from. There's a lot of smoke. Looks like mine runs pretty far back. That's a dead end. Bristlebacks must have collapsed these tracks too. There's a blaze here to blast a mountain open. And there's a note on one of the barrels. This note's addressed to Olvin. Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down. Olvin must have gotten greedy. Kept blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found. So Olvin was secretly blasting in the mine, trying to squeeze it for all it's worth. Until Bristleback stampeded through. Maybe the explosions blew a way open? But from where? I can turn this around.
Be welcome, Elvet.
What news do you bring?
Picked up the Bristleback trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, we need confirmation. An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking. I need to go.
Of course.
If I'm gonna find out where the Bristlebacks came from, I need to head further west. Another reason to get the embassy going? You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there. And not just against machines.
What are you wearing?
Name's Odur. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say, I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East, or the Enduring, master of the West.
Who?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits. My guess is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring. If the Tenakth don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now.
Attacks are fast, but easily blocked. So learn to combine them with other attacks. The attacks break weapon blocks and do more damage. But they're slow, so your opponents might counterattack.
Don't you have somewhere better to be?
Must be
Hope
someone
to catch you
round
soon.
I want another couple.
Power attacks smash weapon blocks to really hammer an enemy with damage. But they're slow and leave you vulnerable, so pick your moment.
Fate has...
Tough luck.
Knocked unconscious.
Nice to see you back here. What can I help you with?
Okay, well, where do you get those?
Up for some training? You think your spear can deal with that armor? Use attacks to energize your spear. Then hit your opponent with a heavy or power attack to blast their armor.
Doesn't mean you're off.
Energy doesn't last forever. Shoot the glowing part of your opponent before the energy fades.
I could take her.
Okay, just try again.
Did I fail? Oh.
This should be useful. Now I just need to find Aaron and have him clean the bristlebugs.
That energy doesn't last forever. Shoot the glowing part of your opponent before the energy fades.
Drinks later.
That spear can give you the edge in battle. Keep energizing it, and then your enemies. Triggering those energy blasts should help you vanquish your opponents.
normal mission, and then in the street.
Bristlebacks must have got these Oseram. I hope Aaron and any other Vanguard are okay.
Come on now, this is Aaron. I mean, yeah, this is Aaron we're talking about. He's fine. Fighting a good fight.
I'll have to find a cauldron out here to learn how to override that. Scroungers. Mold said I could find a metal panel in one of their scrap piles. Gotta look through the scrap piles for a metal panel. Secret ingredient for someone, I'll bet. I think I have everything I need for Mildef. Good thing, too. I can use a decent meal. Not gonna back down.
So over. Blows that whistle, no one's working.
Shop looks closed.
Yep.
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
That's it? All you got to
Shop's
say?
closed, Red. You're welcome to use the workbench. Best I can do.
I'll have you know, I am the smartest man to ever stand exactly. Ow!
Ignoring me again?
We still have a score to settle, don't we?
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Olvin himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground. And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm listening.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt. Instead of 2.
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess. I think I have everything you
hit him
asked
with
for.
this shit.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
Wow. Mildef, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. And your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
Please.
Hey there, flame hair.
Might be a good idea to stock up on some food before I head back out.
Can enjoy it.
Making sparks fly out there?
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt.
You're a pig. Blasted things, those bristlebacks. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies. Ulvund was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvund?
2 words. Concession decree.
Oh, okay, I've already
Since
seen
Olvin
this.
he's hoping to until the this is just his. He's been trying to run
about that.
Now there's a spark that could light a fire. Can you prove it?
I'm working on it.
By the forge. Grab my ear if you nail it down.
I gotta go.
That you do. I'll keep the seat warm for you.
Yeah, skip this. Apparently they add extra dialogue. There you know.
Don't blow your blaze.
Is that a... Where are you off? The whole area's wrecked with them.
Hey! You! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers!
Something.
Hold tight! I'll see what I can do!
Try luring them with tripwire!
Whoa, I told you to get up.
That's the last one.
Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like.
Ready for anything now?
I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do. Then another bristleback ran through. I'm telling you, it's crazy around here.
So the vanguard went south?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster. Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chainscrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Did something happen in Chainscrape?
Well, like someone.
Let me guess. Olvend.
Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Olvend discount. I said no. Didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but
That chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Cable car operator told me the Bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the Bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. Just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to time to save my backside.
I should get going. Thanks for the Tripcaster.
While you're blasting Bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a Tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Erend headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
Actually, I'm trying to save you. Shut up.
Tracks. Maybe Erend's and the Vanguard's. Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
Damn, Aaron. Yeah. Shit like she see it.
Now this is what I was forged for. No ledgers to fill. No boring mid-afternoon patrols.
Stay. Get him, Eric.
Just a hammer. Just the fight. Aloy?
Erend!
Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest.
Damn it. I should be down
Those Bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
like hammer to mess with.
Oh, that helps.
Okay, I like the addition of combos to this game. Very much so.
Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
This? Who needs ribs, huh? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Huh.
Love you, Aaron.
Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire, what we did, it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone? That figures.
Erend! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming. Oh, this just keeps getting better. Huh. Listen, I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studius Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry? Ugh. Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Hey, just, forget it, yeah. Oh, it's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the Battle of the Spire, you took off. You left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Erend, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but what I've been doing... Life on Earth is in danger, and only I can save it.
Your life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I succeed.
Well, then let me help. Oh.
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it. Not even to people I care about.
Oh, so much for being useful. Okay.
Erend! By the forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you.
Erend, I love you.
I said we're good, Aloy. Oh, ha. You going?
Oh, ha.
What are you standing around for then? Help me off this thing.
I love you, Erend. You know that. Best.
Just,
save. Can I just... Okay, look. I'm finna... Okay, if I have a... Okay. Very close game.
Stranger, come on over here.
Nice and
we gotta talk.
Nah, bro.